Hi everybody, this is Brian. Thank you again so much for tuning in again. We're just barely past the Christmas. I'm getting ready for the New Year's, and I've been wanting to make a new video since I just barely got a new camera, thanks to my in-laws. Thank you so much. And I do eventually want to post a list of things that I'm going to talk about. I'm not ready for that yet, but today I wanted, in lieu of the season, I'd like to talk about caring. So, we always like to show affection for those that we care and that we love and care about, which is an important thing that we should do. We should show appreciation for those that mean a lot to us. So as you can see, my neighbors have given me some presents here as well. I'm really appreciative of that. But one thing I'd like to talk about, caring is something that in our current society, in our current group, we have things that I feel that there is a certain tendency. We look at the world and we see that it's a dog-eat-dog world out there, which is absolutely true. Don't get me wrong. It's just that when we look at it, there's a game that is perfect for the discussion of this topic. In this game, what you do is you'll have 4 people, and everybody has 2 options. They either do option 1, and option 1 is that if everybody chooses option 1, everybody increases. There's option 2. If everybody does option 2, everybody loses money or points. If one person does option 1, or for 3 people do option 1, and one person does option 2, then the 3 people do option 1, which again, if everybody does option 1, everybody gets points. If the one person doesn't, then the 3 people who did option 1 lose, and the person who did option 2 gains. So gains what they lost. So it comes to a thing that by as a group, there's actually no gain, because what happens is person 1 who did option 1 loses 1, this person loses 1, this person loses 1, the person who did option 2 gains 3, but there's no increase. It just moves around. The only increase that ever happens is if everybody does option 1. Now, it is true that in this game, as I've done this, that in the world, you're absolutely right. There is always going to be the one person that does option 2 that screws everybody else over. And that's going to happen. Every time I play this game, although everybody knows that if everybody does option 1, that everybody succeeds, every time I play this game, you always have one person that screws it for everybody else. I hear that. 100% I hear that. But here's the problem. If you never do option 1, if everybody thinks, well, that's the case, then I'm always going to choose option 2. If everybody always chooses option 2, then we're going to slowly get worse and worse and worse, because we're going to get to the point where everybody picks option 2, and then we all lose. And the amount of points in play go down, because everybody's just losing points. The way we thrive as a society is if everybody chooses option 1, knowing that there's going to be somebody that chooses option 2. But if we all choose option 1, then we can all bring up that level of what we're actually doing. Comedian, I love the comedian made a perfect example of this, how we can show about caring in our lives. He makes a joke the fact that we go to the store, we walk miles around the store. We come out, we get to our car, we load up our groceries, we can't walk an extra 20 feet to put away the cart. It's not a big deal. Nobody's going to pat you on the back for doing this. You don't get rewards. Nobody's going to give you a present for doing this. That's not what caring is. Caring is not a exchange of something. Caring is a gift we give to others. It's a small thing, but it makes a big difference. We talk about caring, and again, whether it be caring, everybody has something to care about. I'm not saying that you can be this person. I'm going to bring up examples of things that we can see as a society that we should do. But if you're not this person, that's great. I'm just trying to give you examples of things that we can care about, and to show, and things that will make a big difference. They do. The smallest things in our world make the biggest difference for everybody. Putting trash in a trash can. If you don't do it, somebody else has to clean it up. And if somebody doesn't clean it up, then we just got lots of trash that's hanging around. One of my favorite things to do is I go to Subway. If I'm paying with cash, I'll get my change. I'll put it in the little cup for somebody else in case they are shortchanged on theirs. Why? I've done that. I have used that cup in the past. I'll go to some place thinking I have enough cash for something, and I'm short. And that little cash is what made it so I could actually get the food and cut home and eat. And it makes a big difference. Caring is something that I feel that we constantly see in society. People are scared to care because they feel they're not going to get anything in return. And that is the trick to all this, is to realize that caring is not about getting. It's not about what you get. If you're caring to get something in return, then you're not caring. You're doing that to get that item. If you really want to show that caring, it's a gift that you give to somebody else, regardless of what you get in return. Now, the one thing I would caution with this that people might misconstrue, it's like forgiveness. Forgiveness is a great thing, and we should. I think that holding on to things and holding grudges is never good. But forgiveness is not the same as consequences. You can't get rid of consequences. If somebody steals from you, you should forgive them. Absolutely. You should not. If somebody steals from me, I'm going to forgive you because this is not worth my time to hold on to hate you for stealing from me. That doesn't mean that if you steal from me once, that I'm going to put some cash out in front of you and say, I trust you now again. Here's all my life savings right in front of you that you're not going to take from me because I trust you, because I forgave you. No. You still learn. You still have consequences. I'm not going to, you stole from me once, I'm not going to give you an option to steal from me again. There's consequences for everything that we do. And you can't get rid of those. You can't change what consequences are happening in the world. But you can change how you feel and how you react and how we choose to live our lives. I don't have to trust that person with my money, but I can still forgive them and say, you know, I don't trust you with my money. I'm not going to give you more money, but I can still love you as a person. I don't have to hate you. I don't have to put you down because you steal. I can say, maybe you can change. Maybe you're just a person that can make a better situation in your life. Maybe not again, you won't be able to get money through me, but that doesn't mean that I can't still show kindness and show care. I can still care about you. And that's the trick about caring. And so, in this time, like I said, if you see, when you're seeing this, when you're making comments, again, please post about things that you've either made a resolution or things that you've done to show care in your life. But look for the small things that you can do that show caring in this life, whether it be smiling. I'm not saying be something that you're not. I'm not saying that you should be happy if you're not happy. But there are definitely situations where you can go through and brighten somebody's day by just saying hello. Anything, there's a whole slew of things that we can do that we care. And if we all show that little bit of caring in our society together, it's going to be something that we can show and uplift everybody. When all of us show together, life as a society does get better. And so that's my encouragement for this posting, is that we all continue to care and show that caring in our lives. And so, yeah, like I said, go out, find something in your life that you can do to show as an additional thing to care, and overcome that fear. Like I said, don't associate that fear with, well, what if I care and I get hurt? Don't worry about that, because it's not about what you get back. It's about what you give. So, anyways, that's my post. Look forward to reading your comments. Feel free to share this, like it, subscribe if you want to hear more. Again, I look forward to getting more topics, more things that are really important. Again, this is just for the season of what we're at right now. And I look forward to making another video soon. Bye-bye.